Hello, adventurers, and welcome to Grognard and Friends, where friends gather to explore the Aria and play a game called Dungeons and Dragons. And speaking of the friends, let's check out this week's episode of Grognard and Friends. When last we left the friends, they had come to a little town called Forest Grove at the behest of the Baron in Seven Rivers. When they got to town, things seemed a little off, and the more they dug, the more off things got. Until they were told that the one person who could help them would be deep within the forest, past something called the Fall. So they entered the forest, past the Fall, which was a large landslide, and went deeper into a darker, twisted, toxic forest until they came to a shack, the home of the infamous Baba. Each member of the friends met with the Baba, had a chance to look into her cauldron and saw a vision, had the opportunity to make a wish or desire come true, and then had a restful night. Or not. The next morning, Reed was called in to find out the final part of his wish and desire that the Baba had made a deal with him for. And as he was leaving, Nikita pulled her sword and charged the shack, as was the plan, apparently. To which Reed was wrapped up and cocooned in a mass of wet, nasty black hair that then rolled him up into the rafters of the shack. These nasty creatures crawled out of the cauldron. From the trees came strange, massive, lumpy creatures with long noses and frizzy hair that they started attacking and eating the horses. The Baba, before she disappeared from the shack, apparently, fired a lightning bolt through the snot creature in front of Nikita, doing damage to most of the group and especially Butt Trumpet. And they fought on until Nikita pulled from her possessions a strange candle that she had, lit it, and a black smoke started billowing out, and a very terrifying, huge creature with giant bat wings and a scary ape-like, bat-like, pig-like face leaned over little Nikita, started speaking to her in a terrifying, guttural, nasty sounding language that sent chills up everybody's spine and made their hair stand on end. And then Nikita replied in the same language. And the next thing you know, the smoke spread out across the forest. There was screaming and growling and ripping and tearing. And when the smoke finally dissipated, the creatures that were attacking you were gone, as was the Baba. This tall, massive, winged creature looked down at Nikita, continued to say something in that horrible language, and then disappeared into a puff of smoke, sulfur. The group of friends then went into the shack and proceeded to ransack it for everything it was worth. After they were getting things together, figuring out what they were to do, the shack started to shake violently, and as they looked out the windows, trees started collapsing fast around them as the house started to shake even more. Friends, this is what's going on. What do you do? Everybody also make me a dexterity check to see if you keep your footing.
Oh boy.
We can do it. Dex check.
Oh dear.
I'm fine.
Nope.
I'm good.
Yeah, you guys didn't feel a shaking or something?
From the
Nikita
No.
Uh-huh.
Nikita and Butt Trumpet go rolling across the floor and crash under a table into some stuff. They don't take any damage, but Gaius and Reed kind of ride it out. And the house, the shack
I'm like
continues.
surfing.
There you go. Shack surfing. The shack continues to shake and rattle and just, chairs and tables are moving. And it's
Shake,
just,
rattle, and dare we say roll.
well, that's a possibility.
Do it.
Let's hope not.
And as you look out that window and the door, trees just seem to be collapsing at even a greater speed. And then
Well.
the shack takes a lurch to one side, and you feel almost like gravity increase. And then it lurches to another side as well. And it continues to do this.
Is there a window
think it's
we
shaking
can
itself
peek
loose.
out of, perhaps?
You have a window to one side, and you have the door that you came in.
Can I look out the front door and try to see?
You certainly can. As you look out the door, give me a perception check.
Take it.
You are rising up rather rapidly.
Oh.
Is the house floating? Do we have everything, including the people we were meant to rescue?
Obviously not. This room is not that big.
Should we just jump out of here? What should we do? Guys?
It continues
There's
to move and
How-
jerk, and
Are we traveling?
you'd have to look out a window or a door.
I'm asking the people that are looking out the windows or doors right now. Are we moving in a direction, folks?
Nikita, you just see that the ground went away from you. You are busy trying to hold on to the doorway to keep yourself steady. With that roll, you don't have an idea of much else.
I look
Can
out
I
to a
only know
window or a door.
That we're higher than before. Other than that, too much movement.
Yes.
And what
I
about
go
the
to-
ceiling? Anybody left on the ceiling?
Oh, some of the
God, I-
cages are rattling.
Can I try and see what's going on, Paul?
Sure. Do you go to the door or the window?
If I can go to the door next to Nikita, I will do that.
Okay. Some of the cages have crashed and animals have scuttered out. Also, the minute the house started to shake, a very large crow came down from the rafters and flew out the window. Reed, give me a perception check, please.
That's a 17 there.
Reed, you get to the door. You see Nikita holding on for dear life. You're able to kind of lean out, and you even kind of go out onto the porch and hold on to the railing and one of the pillars there. And as you look over, you see that this shack has indeed risen up on what look like black stork-like legs that are possibly somewhere, you're guessing, between 100 and 200 feet. So you are way up in the air.
Oh, whoa.
The shack is now kind of just below the canopy of the
Oh,
forest.
Oh my
And
God.
these stork-like legs are starting to climb up the side of the mountain. But what catches your attention with that nice roll is ahead of you as you go, flying about 100 feet below you, you're guessing, 50 to 100 feet below, is a large creature that looks to be maybe 1.5 times the size of Gaius. So it's a little significantly bigger than Gaius, but not too much. And it's flying, kind of leading the house.
Like
it's got this.
bird-like?
It looks humanoid, like it could be a human type creature. It has long flowing white hair. As it moves, you see glimpses of the side of its face, which is a rather bright blue skin. And it also looks like there's a horn coming out of the forehead.
What does it have wings?
No, it's just flying there.
Like
and it
Superman
seems
style?
to be leading the house.
Oh. Okay. I need to tell everybody. Oh my god. Everybody, do not jump out the window. We are really high up. And this thing
How
is
high?
walking like really high, like almost to the tops of the trees that are left.
Ugh.
It's
Oh, dear.
walking?
Yes, there's legs on this thing, and it's walking. And
What do you?
there's some kind of thing flying down below, like leading it, I think. I don't know. It's got white hair, blue skin, and a horn. But it looks like a big person flying.
But it's not. I would have
I don't
thought
know.
that black
I
crow
don't
was
understand
hanging around.
I don't know
That's
what that
weird.
thing is.
Neither
It's like
do
a
I.
uniperson. I don't know what.
It's
What
a
kind of big
human
horn are we talking about, bud?
narwhal.
It's got a horn coming out of its head.
Front, back, side, underneath? I mean,
Front, right, Paul?
Yeah, like the foreheaded, you guess.
Yeah, like a unicorn. Like what I've seen unicorn pictures somewhere.
I go up to the door and look
Paintings?
out. Do I see that creature?
Give me a perception check, please.
Hold on to the door. The house might try to dump you.
The house still is lurching as it is climbing up the side of the mountain on these. Well, we'll talk about that, Gaius. Okay, so a 13.
A flying blue thing, right?
Well, what you see are the house has risen up on these black stork-like legs that has brought you up somewhere between 100 and 200 feet up. They are very tall legs. But you don't see any flying creature. You just see that the house seems to be climbing up the side of the mountain, and the shack itself is up around near the tree canopy.
Reed's still right next to me, correct?
Yeah. But
Reed,
he's
you
kind
said-
of, you had leaned out like onto the porch holding on to things. As he looked down and then immediately came back in, waiting for that time for one of the lurches to kind of help flow him into the shack.
Reed, you said it was being guided by something. Was it like an actual lead, or is
It was
it's just
flying,
following
right?
something?
It was flying right ahead of the legs. You didn't see it?
I guess not.
Can I try and look again? See if I see it?
Sure.
Anything I gotta do?
Okay, guys, are you staying out there?
I'm just holding on because I want to see what he's trying to point at.
Okay, give me a dexterity check, please. Make it a dexterity
Me too.
save.
Yeah.
Me too?
Yeah, because it's getting a little crowded on this porch.
All right, it's a 9, so I probably fall to my demise.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess
Nope,
I was reading.
Okay. Both of you roll me a 20-sider, please.
Oh boy. Nat 20.
Nice.
18? Why
Nice.
didn't we have those earlier?
Okay. There is a lurch, and both of you look like you're going to slide off the porch, but you are able to grab railing and each other and keep yourself there. on the porch, but you are now prone on the porch.
But
So
Trumpet
can you
and I
point
are
it out to
prone.
me, bud? while
Maybe
we're
say
while we're
maybe-
here.
Okay, Reed, give me another perception check, please.
I think Nikita was about to do something while we were almost falling to our death.
Nikita.
I was just double checking, but Trumpet and I are already prone inside the hut.
You in this time could have gotten back up if you want. You're just kind of things are rolling around the floor and you're sliding a
I'm
little
gonna
bit here.
try. I'll stay down and try to hold Butt Trumpet with me so we don't fly anywhere.
Okay.
Hug it out.
As
Yeah.
long you
Hug
okay
your
with that?
buddy.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm double consent.
I got a 12.
Okay, you see those long black stork legs climbing the side of the mountain. You don't see anything else.
It looks like it's going, guys. I
All
don't know
right.
where it went.
Screw with it a bit, but all right. Cool. Let's, I guess, raid the pantry while we're here and check the rest of the cabin and try not to kill ourselves.
Maybe disenchant everything that exists to see if we can find people.
Yeah, how's Eldred doing in all this?
He's in a corner, latched onto the edge of the cauldron and the fireplace, kind of just kind of putting himself between there and holding on for dear life.
Eldred, see
Great.
if you can do something to that cauldron.
I am. I'm making sure it doesn't slide down and crush you, he says. I've got you.
Maybe if it's okay, thanks. Just trying to be efficient.
He goes, this goop is spilling on my feet, though. That's really nasty.
Ooh, I hope you don't get a snot
Oh,
monster on
your
your feet.
socks are gonna be gross.
Yeah.
You mean they're never
That's
not
never fun to
gross?
walk in.
No.
Oh wait, never mind. You're wearing Crocs.
Yes. With socks.
Roar, 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 roar.
Yeah, I'm going to keep
So-
looting the house as it's moving, I guess.
You're right. We're by the swamp. I should have changed it in my wading gaiters, though.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
Is it efficient to be able to like do anything while this place is like moving around? Is it possible to get seasick in a walking hut?
Probably.
I would say the way this is moving, yes.
Awesome.
And it's a pretty simple deduction that basically trying to do just about anything will be at a disadvantage of some form or other.
This is gonna suck. And we're screwed until it stops.
Any idea where it's heading, guys?
Oh, well, from when we were looking out, Paul, what was the general direction we were heading?
Up the
Toward
mountain.
the mountains.
Up the large
mountains.
hill that kind of seemed to be the base of a mountain.
Okay, so those were east? Oh, I'll give it...
West, wouldn't it?
West. Well, the hills were west, the mountains were north, right?
You
Oh,
You went from Forest Grove, you went west, you hit the fall,
Yep.
and then you continued west until you got to the shack. The shack was located kind of in the side of a large steep hill that was at the base of basically the mountain range.
Oh.
So
the
mountains to the west,
orientation-
north, and south.
Okay, I was just curious because I know there was some swampy area to the north as well, but that's further east.
Correct.
Just trying to remember the layout of the land. So when I was looking out, did I just saw mountains? Was that the direction? No,
You see,
sun
because it's climbing steeply, you're just seeing mountain and tree stuff kind of go. You're not,
up.
yeah, you're not like seeing sky or anything like that. Every now and then you see a little bit more of trees than you expect. You just see these long, thin black stork legs, just kind of climbing, grabbing. every now and then it'll raise one up and just kind of shake a little bit as it balances on the other, and then grab a side, steady itself, replant itself, and start climbing again. And
I call out to Eldred. Eldred, can't you talk to this thing? Tell it to stop.
House, please stop.
Use your magic words.
Ishkabibble, balababoo, please stop.
I don't think it worked. Crap. Guess we're
Uh,
riding this one out. Oh.
Or did you mean the other magic words? Oh shit, fuck, piss, please fucking stop. No, that
They
didn't
do
work
magic?
either.
It works.
I hear Nikita use this.
Yep. That's my form of magic. Dwarf magic.
There you go. Please placebo or something like that. Says Eldred.
Spasiba.
Actually,
Spasiba.
Ah.
I want to see
Yes,
if.
but-
Hang on, I'm gonna check. I want to check my chart here, but I want to see if I could like test out spider climb in here.
Okay. You see Butt Trumpet take out a flow chart with layers and a little pointer and starts doing a PowerPoint for all of you.
So you see, from the dimensions and the radius of this general vicinity that we're in, judging by the volume and the trajectory of the planets, I want to see if I can crawl up the walls.
Okay. Yes,
I
you
got you, Jack.
can.
Cool. It's not.
Can you crawl down the
Letting me-
legs?
What was that?
I might lose you guys if I crawl down the legs.
Or you might be the only survivor.
Neither of those is good. Neither of those is a positive thing.
Well, it's better than
No.
us all dying.
I don't know. I disagree.
Butt Trumpet, live to tell the tale.
It's getting dark real quick.
I could potentially walk along the inside of the hut, or if you want me to attempt to see anything on the outside, I could try and cling to the walls along the side out there.
I would prefer if you stayed inside, but I mean, it's up to you.
If you go up top, it might try to shake you off
That's true.
or brush you
I
up
just
against
figure
some
like
trees.
whatever might help us figure something out while we're stuck on this forced road trip.
Maybe you should go try and tickle the legs.
That definitely sounds like a terrible idea.
Reed is a leg guy.
I'm just trying to spitball some ideas here. I don't know.
We could kill the house.
Fire?
I mean,
While we're in it?
We're just throwing ideas out.
or do we just want to
we'll
like do a dramatic action movie jump out the door while it explodes behind us in slow motion?
Yeah.
That's a really far fall. I don't think we'd survive that. Even in
Unless we
action movie
flew,
mode.
right, Eldred?
Right.
Well, we
How
have
many
rope.
times can you pass that?
We
If
do
at
have
all.
rope.
To tie the legs up
Do we
and trip the house.
What,
or
is this
drop
a
down,
reference?
climb down on it?
I don't have a snow skimmer to get that one tripping the leg up thing.
The house will go. Ah. Ah.
And I want to take a wild guess and say whatever's making this thing have legs, I can't just dispel that. It's probably
I'm
a
just
wee bit
picturing the
powerful.
scene from RoboCop with the bad robot that looks like a giant microphone. The legs getting kind of caught in the rope and going like this, and then just near the top of the mountain, it going.
Yeah. All the way back down the mountain.
And it
Well,
destroys
hopefully
the
it's
forest
great
and kills us.
Oh my.
Okay, but in all seriousness, like, we should figure out something to do here.
What do we do, man? What do we do? Scoop?
I'm thinking.
Zoinks! Bro.
We could rappel down with the rope. We could murder the house is an option. Try and dispel the magic of the house. That's an option. Also cautious about that one because if it works and the legs just kind of poof, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Everyone, give me a perception check, please.
You think there's any food in here we could cook while we're waiting?
I mean,
The pace.
I
See
can.
if the house is hungry.
You still got plenty.
We got paste?
I'm sorry, what are we rolling? Perception, okay.
Perception.
The paste, absolutely. Yeah, there we go. Blanked my mind. Yeah.
18.
Gaius,
Hmm.
it's fleeting, but this thing has been climbing for probably about 20, 25, half hour maybe at this point. Maybe a little longer because every time someone goes to the door, it's not a quickie thing. It's because you have to be very safe doing it. And the whole thing with you and Reed took a little bit of time to avoid you plummeting to your death of what you saw to be possibly upwards of 200 feet drop. It's been at least a half hour, maybe 45 minutes, something like this at this point. You're noticing it's getting colder. And the air is getting fresher.
And the mountain's getting larger.
Well, the good news is,
Mountain, what's that? Oh, it's this thing that looks like a giant Tylenol. Anyway, sorry, go on.
I was going to say the good news is we're making great time on wherever we're going.
Yay!
Okay.
Beat traffic.
We're getting that brisk mountain air. I've kind of missed that.
It does smell better near the doorway.
Nikita tries
Yes,
banging on the floor. Go ahead.
While we're banging around, I'm going to cast the spell, not the spell magic, detect magic as a ritual in a bubble around me. Just try to get a feel to see if this house is now fully magic, if this is a spell that was cast on it, or that kind of thing.
It's the same as the last time you cast it, because while certain magic items had glows to them, there was an overall glow about the shack as well.
It's not radiating more powerful than it was before. Or
it just was the items that you noticed just radiated brighter.
The shack itself isn't magic.
Is
magic. Okay.
Yeah. And one of the things you also noticed with that 18 perception roll, Gaius, was as the house is lurching and moving and shaking as it's climbing, you notice that the jack-o'-lantern, which had locked its vine coming out of the top into the table boards, it's just kind of bouncing along, swinging on the vine as the table kind of will shift periodically. And with it, it's just kind of going with it and just kind of moving wherever. In other words, it's rolling with the steps of the house.
With the detect magic I got going, is there anything special about this jack-o'-lantern?
Yeah. When you look at it, it looks like a typical size jack-o'-lantern with the typical jack-o'-lantern face.
Yeah.
The vine coming out of the top, it looks like there's a carved plug. The vine comes out, and it has come down and it has kind of anchored itself between the boards of the table. It was there. The vine was not that long when you first came in the shack and saw it. So it seems to have grown. The other thing you notice about it is if you look inside it, there is no candle, there is no wick, there is no source for the fire. There just is a flame that radiates light from and a little bit of warmth from inside this pumpkin. Jack-o'-lantern.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to use Dispel Magic on the pumpkin.
Okay.
Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends, and on the spell of 4th level or higher, I have to make a DC check.
Okay, and as the levels go up, how does that raise the DC?
So the DC is equal to 10 plus the spell level on a successful check.
Okay, roll me a.
The spell magic check. So all right,
He's doing something. He's doing something. He's gonna do it.
I'm doing magics.
What's he doing? Nikita, what's he
I
doing?
knew the pumpkin was something.
Usually we wait for midnight for spells to come off of pumpkins.
You connected to the server. 21.
Okay.
Bippity boppity, you're no longer a pumpkin-y.
Oh boy, here we go. We're all about to fall to our death.
The pumpkin just kind of, as it's swinging there, turns, looks at you, and the big smile just kind of goes to, and then continues swinging.
Should we talk to the pumpkin?
Did you piss it off?
Hold
think you
on,
pissed
one
it
more
off.
thing. I go up and I touch the pumpkin and cast Remove Curse on it.
Okay. It looks at you and just kind of swings, rubbing up against your arm, your hand there,
So this is just a sentient pumpkin.
and smiles.
Nikita, I bet he's gonna punch it next.
No, that's what I would do. He must have something else up his sleeve.
As
Throw it out the window?
as Gaius is rearing back, he hears them saying that and puts his hand down. And he's like,
Seriously, should we try to talk to it? Great pumpkin, do you know where Veronica is? Or maybe I should just ask you where we're going? Please?
Turns and looks out the window, and then looks back at you.
I am not the dexterous one. Fine. I will try to get up and look out the window.
You see that
Nikita's-
it continues
as
to
Nikita's
go up the
getting up.
mountainside.
As Nikita's getting up, I'm like, oh, you are gonna punch it.
And give me
Yeah.
a dexterity check there, Nikita, please.
Oh, that was looking good for a bit.
You're about ready to topple as you're kind of climbing up to look out the window, and the house takes a lurch, and you're about ready to topple backwards, but you notice that the everyone else notices that the jack-o'-lantern does a swing and just kind of holds you there so you can regain your footing, and then swings back.
Thank you, whoever did. I'm assuming I didn't see what did that.
You
Or
felt
did I?
this kind of large gourd thing in your back, yeah.
Oh, wow. So many avenues.
Oh, I don't think we were going that direction, but okay.
No.
Give me a perception
Oh.
check, also.
Spasiba, whoever that was.
I think the pumpkin just helped you.
When you said thank you, you're not 100% sure, but you think the jack-o'-lantern may have winked at you.
Anyone else see that? What,
No one
is
did,
this-
no.
Gaius is definitely like has a nose on a book. He's like, nope, that won't work. That won't work.
So, no, none of you have any idea what she's talking about.
Okay. Damn it. May I try to look out the window then? Thank you, Spasiba.
What you saw was just the
Oh,
trees
just-
going
sorry.
past and
Okay.
the side of the rocky side of the mountain just kind of going like looking at a treadmill.
Hey, Butt Trumpet. If
Yo!
we're trying things with the pumpkin, maybe you or I should go hug it. Maybe it needs a hug.
I'm gonna toddle over to it with my arms open.
It the smile seems to
Oh,
get a little
buddy, the
bigger.
elf.
The smile seems to get a little bigger. The vine seems to grow, and it comes down to hugging level.
Sweet! Guys, I'm hugging a pumpkin!
Wow.
Maybe
This is.
Maybe it'll
what is
help us now, right?
happening?
Can it put us
Maybe.
down? Is it controlling the house?
Ooh.
Put us down.
Yeah.
Do you speak pumpkin?
What? Not last I remember.
Eldred says, "I'm sorry, I only speak parsnip." Do I speak pumpkin?
Well, hold on. Maybe some of the words overlap. Maybe there's some. Maybe it's not that
they
big of
have
a
a
language
similar
barrier.
root.
Ah.
Yeah, yes.
Eldred looks at the pumpkin and says, cinnamon, nutmeg, things like that.
Ginger.
Ginger, coffee, eggnog.
Are you making a recipe for later this year, or what's going on?
My that was my pig pumpkin.
Guys, did you see that?
The
Bud
what
Trumpet
now?
hugged the pumpkin. Bud Trumpet hugged the pumpkin, and it's like happy.
I mean,
Maybe it'll help us.
okay. Yeah.
Maybe-
Great pumpkin, do you control this shack? And if you can, please lower us down to the ground.
If this works.
It'd be so awesome if it did.
You all feel a rush of cold air. I mean, it's really getting crisp in here. And the entire shack fills with light. What's weird is that it's not firelight from the pumpkin, but daylight. And you realize that you've now come above the canopy. And also that the shack has kind of stopped moving.
Holy crap! It worked.
OMG.
50%
Did it? I think we're
now
even
for-
higher.
Yeah.
Yes, we didn't. Okay, Great Pumpkin.
look
Could you turn around and maybe, you know Forest Grove? Huh? You want to go to Forest Grove?
Give me a perception check there, Gaius.
Oh boy.
If we ride a shack
Almost.
into Forest Grove,
Yeah. Yeah.
Good news, everyone.
I guess that. Yes. I guess that makes up for
damn it,
leaving
it
the
didn't
horse
go
corpses back behind.
yeah, really.
Well, don't
And
worry. I'm sure.
And Forest
zombie
Grove's
horses-
first mobile home park was born.
There we go.
Okay.
I perceive whatever you need me to perceive.
You look out the door, and it's a pretty amazing sight. You'd have to go to the edge there to look. But what catches your attention then is you hear a voice, which
Oh,
seems
this
to
is
be
beautiful.
coming from outside and up. That says, "Intruders, listen well. I do not know what you've done to my mistress, and she has not given me instructions. I cannot let you harm her shit shack."
I'm sorry, her what?
Excuse me. It's the what?
She calls it her shit shack.
I've been standing in this thing for hours.
As
Why did
does
she name it this?
She calls everything things like that.
This is true.
She's
She
not
called
a
the
warm
pumpkin
and
shithead.
fuzzy person, if you hadn't noticed.
Sorry, for brood of us, I'm Gaius. You are.
I am in the service of that in which you call the Baba.
Ah, hi.
I am here to tell
what
you
a weird
two
name.
things. First, do not harm the shack again.
Did we hurt it?
Again.
One of you fired flame at it.
Oh, that was an accident. They were aiming for something else. They're really sorry about that.
Very well. I will have the shit shack put you down, but you will leave it and then leave here. Secondly, while what you did, I have no idea, and it will definitely have repercussions. There is a deal that was not completed. I am here to complete that. he who is called the Grape Stomper or Dirt Farmer. You will see a box on the shelf in red leather with a tree stamped upon it. That will settle the deal for you.
Okay.
It's a grape stomp.
That's, really, Reed? I got the whole, like, looking at his, like, tabard he's got on. It's like, there's literally grapes. I give you
should've-
basically adult grape juice this entire trip. Have you not?
You should have told them to call you the wine wizard. Then we would all know who they're talking
I
about.
don't.
Quiet!
Listen.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, hey, that's rude. No. Reed, no. We were having our conversation between A and B. He could have seed his way out of it for a moment.
The house shakes and goes up higher.
Hey,
Okay.
guys, maybe shut up.
Yeah. No, hey, you know what? A little bit of civility, okay? A little bit of civility. I was being pleasant and nice. We had a 2-second side conversation. This is getting...
It
No,
still
you
has.
know what? I'm upset. I'm upset, and I'm lashing out at the wrong people. I'm upset, and I'm sorry that I'm not...
Yeah, let's just get out of here
Eldred,
while
who
we
is
can.
still kind of white knuckling the cauldron in the fireplace, says, "I love you, man, but I'm with the goblet and the voice from outside on this one. Let us get the fuck out of this house safely."
Yes, okay, whatever. I look for the red thing with the tree stamped on it.
It's one
I'm
of the
fully
things you
wrapped around.
ransacked.
Oh,
it is one of the
good.
things. Okay.
Good news. All right. I open it up and look in there
Okay.
just to make sure it's not a note that says it was inside you all along, and then I'm going to go out there and murder the thing
Oh,
that's
you know
receiving
it.
the message.
Perhaps the real Baba was the friends we made along the way.
I'll kill them too.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Delightful. I actually am good at those.
Can I try to whisper to who's closer to me, Reed or Eldred? I'm guessing Eldred, or
We'll say Reed.
Okay.
Are you, because you're still somewhat near the door, right?
I'm near the window. I guess I got up to look out the window, so not 100% sure on that location.
We'll say Reed.
I
23 on the wisdom
Reed?
saving throw, by the way.
Okay.
Yes.
There, as you open up the box,
oh shit.
you notice almost like it's like in the summer when it's super hot and you look down tarmac and it has that kind of oasis
Haze.
look. Yeah.
Yeah.
You open the box and that seems to emanate from it. And for a moment your head gets really fuzzy,
Oh God.
but you shake it out and it nothing happens. Inside this box, it's lined with red velvet, and nestled in a little cushioned hole in the center of it. The box wasn't that big to begin with, but nestled in the center in a place that looks like it was made specifically for that is a glass, what looks like a glass or crystal acorn, about the size of a golf ball, we'll say.
This actually will have. This might be functioning as a spell component as well. Interesting.
What is it, Gaius?
It's a crystalline acorn looking. How is it the size of an acorn, Paul, or is it like?
It's
a
about the size of a
larger-
golf ball, but it definitely is looks like an
Acorn
acorn,
shaped.
just a very large one.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Nikita,
Yeah,
Nikita, why do you think he
Yeah.
made a deal with the Baba for that?
didn't he
I-
say he actually asked for the girl or the location of the girl? Am I remembering right?
Is
So
she in the
somehow
acorn?
this should maybe, or it's like a clue you have to plant. I don't fucking know, man. It's a nature thing. I am out of my depth. What I wanted to know is if you got the answer you asked for, what happens to you with your deal? And what about Eldred?
Well, I mean, the Baba's gone, so maybe I don't have to deal with it at all.
Me?
That'd be great. Yeah,
We'd have to hope. Yeah.
I'm sure everything will be just fine.
Nikita winces and goes, "Great. Okay, you do that."
The
Shit,
voice,
Gaius, any ideas?
the voice says, "Your deal is satisfied. Do you give me your word you will not harm my master's shit shack, as she calls it?"
Yeah, sure.
Very well.
Did we look out the window and see who this is?
You can look out the front door. The house is standing still and solid at the moment. If you want to go out the front door or look out the window. It's your choice.
I'll try the window.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll look at the door.
Okay. Gaius and Butt Trumpet.
Back us
I,
up.
Yeah, look out.
Yes.
I mean, we're all leaving. Right?
Okay.
So,
Somebody give me a perception check with advantage, because we'll say that it's a group perception check.
yeah, guys, you're the most perceptive of all of us. If
Yeah,
anybody's
guys,
going to get a
it's-
good roll on that, it's going to be you.
oh, now you've gone and did it.
Jinx.
Now I done did it.
Oh, what was
Yeah,
that?
you done
What was
did
that.
that?
Wait,
That was
no.
in that 20.
Very good. Okay.
So 28.
Okay.
I hope I
So-
said something.
From the porch, Gaius, you see that you are. This house is up about 200 feet, but you're at the plateau of the mountain that you're currently on. You see that the canopy of the trees is about 50 feet down the mountain. Like, the trees have stopped growing and aren't. There's like some shrub and stuff around here, but you're up really high, and as you look out, you see a mountain range that seems to go almost to the horizon, and there are mountains far taller than this one amongst that mountain range, and you notice that you're so high that there's even some cloud cover kind of just below the level in which you're standing out amongst you. But in the far, far distance on the horizon, what you can see between some of these taller mountains, you see along the entire horizon a band of what looks almost like white linen. It's just like a creamy white all along the horizon. But this mountain range just goes on and on and on, and it is dark. The mountains are dark.
All right, then.
But the sky is a bright blue, the clouds are a fluffy white, and
You
the
see,
clouds
this is
are
why it's worth living.
below you. You're above the cloud cover.
This is why you live, right? Views like this. And riding through on magic houses.
And as you say that, the house starts to slowly lower, but this time it's like if you've ever been on one of those rides where all of a sudden the hydraulics just slowly let you down. That's what the house does this time, until it just kind of comes to rest on the ground. You hear the voice above say, "Now be about your way and leave my master's house alone. What
That's
will be
polite
done with
magic
you
hut
later
talk.
will be up to her."
All right, well, that's
Well.
polite magic hut talk for get the fuck out.
I get out.
Well,
Thanks for the hug, pumpkin.
You
Will
had
come
the
with?
pumpkin at some point, and then when it started to move, it re-grasped the table. So
Okay.
when the house came and settled down again, the vine let go of the table and retracted, and it's just a pumpkin sitting on a jack-o'-lantern sitting on the table again.
Butcher,
Does it
steal the
move
pumpkin.
or express or anything?
What?
Save it?
Take the pumpkin. Take the pumpkin.
Okay, taking the pumpkin, taking the pumpkin.
Okay.
Just put it in a bag. Make sure they don't see it.
Cauldron's probably too heavy for us to do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. That's full of just some of the grossest crap. I'm sure.
To
there's
give you an
that too.
idea, as the shack was moving, it barely budged.
Eldred, hide this under your robe. It'll look like you're pregnant or have a big butt.
Okay.
Do the butt thing. Do the butt thing.
And it would just be too
Just don't-
rude for anyone to point it out.
Just don't mash the face part and your butt part.
Okay.
Bites him on the butt.
He sticks it in the front under his robes, and it
I
doesn't look
apologize,
like he's
Jack-o'-lantern.
pregnant. We'll just say that. And he's walking funny because of the way it's stuck in there. He's kind of waddling.
You did it wrong, but we're going to deal with that later.
Okay.
We'll unpack that at another time.
You just hear him
I don't wanna be
go,
there when
Somebody's
it's
gonna-
unpacked.
"It's fine,
He's going to owe that
moves."
jack-o'-lantern an apology.
Man, you,
God, and Eldred just
First
had
people
all
were-
those branches in him.
right.
I
First people were
fixed
getting
most of
treed,
those.
now we're getting pumpkined.
I think he's getting vined.
Anyway, so do
Anyway,
all of you leave?
You
You
leave.
leave?
Yep. With our
Okay.
ill-gotten gains.
It is basically a stone. It's just a bunch of like. If you've been ever on top of like a mountain that's just like it's rock, and it's a bunch of different layers and levels of rock and different things. And as all of you leave, you hear the house rumble a little bit, and it kind of leans forward and then back, and then whoosh, just kind of stands up into the sky on these black stork legs, and you notice big stork feet with really long toes. And it goes up somewhere between 150 and 200 feet high. And you see just around it something move along with it, just kind of keeping the shack between you and it.
Did I get a glimpse? Did it look like it might have been the thing I saw?
Yeah, we'll say that with a brief glimpse, kind of, it looks, what you saw, you were able to match up with what you saw a little bit, whether it was a foot or you know, a bit of white hair or whatever.
I definitely think that was the thing I saw that was talking to us, everybody.
And the house starts to walk along the ridge, and then as it hits an area, it starts to go down the mountain.
Other side?
The side that it came up, but further down the ridge.
It dumped us here.
Maybe we should have stuck with it.
Coming round the mountain when he comes.
Well, that was an experience. Okay,
air
we
up here
can
is very
take the
nice.
pumpkin out of wherever you're hiding it, Eldred.
Leave that
thank
up to
God.
you.
You take it out, he hands it to you, you look at it, the pumpkin has a face that's like this.
I understand.
Sorry,
I apologize.
pumpkin.
Watch out, but
I
it might
go
need
to
another
pat it,
hug.
and then I think better of it. I'm like,
Anywho, I guess let's go down the mountain.
Okay, who has the
We
pumpkin?
came.
how about Eldred hold on to it, but with his hands?
Okay, so Eldred holds on to the pumpkin, and you see the vine kind of grow and go and behind his head and kind of clasp onto a shoulder, and then it lifts up and kind of just dangles above his head, swinging, kind of looking forward as he walks.
Ooh.
Okay.
I just sort of nonchalantly say to Eldred, so I hope you know if the Baba comes back, she doesn't come after you for having that. So good luck.
I'm just holding
I'm
on
almost
to it. This isn't what I'm claiming. I don't know what I'm
Reed,
claiming.
you and I are in far more trouble than he is.
You me?
Anywho, yeah. Anyway, let's
Wish
head
we had
down
a
the mountain.
sled.
Oh yeah, guy takes his shield out, puts it down, and just catch up. No,
Seriously?
Are you sure that's what you want to do?
of course not.
Okay.
That one time
Jesus.
it worked. It's not going to ever happen again.
Well, that was stairs also. This is a very sheer, you're on top of a mountaintop, basically.
Oh yeah. So what's the terrain like? that we ascended in said house? Is
Okay, it's very rocky. I mean, it was basically you were going up a mountain. You started going up a hill, and then you scaled a steep mountainside.
Walking in that hut as it's going up that hill.
Do we see what's on
That's
the other side of our mountain?
From the way you came,
Yeah.
yeah, you see this forest of like these sick trees just like
Oh.
for a long distance, and then it just kind of that's kind of what you see, and then after that it's like cloud cover. Although,
Gotcha.
give me a perception check there, Nikita.
That's what you get for trying to observe without me.
Yep. Yick.
Yep, you see clouds, lots
Oh.
of clouds.
Different clouds
for
than our
as
side.
far as the eye can see.
Did we all bring
Okay.
blankets?
Yeah.
I am well insulated. I really don't think I'll have an issue here. But so the direction all right. So we want to go back down the direction we came because we know at least that path. Question is, do we want to go through the dark forest again
Forest.
from our vantage point up here, Paul? Do we see a better way instead of going through the very evil killer forest to get back to Forest Grove?
Okay, give me a
that a
perception
thing?
check there, Gaius, please.
Yes. Okay.
Should I try to help him, or would that just fuck it up?
No, that would give him advantage. You're not schlep rock there, Nikita.
I don't even know what that is.
Eldred has a pumpkin hanging over his head. You don't have a black cloud hanging over yours.
You.
Just my rolls.
Should I like piggyback on somebody or?
That would make it a 20.
Oh,
Not natural.
Okay, here's what you notice, Gaius. The way that you came up is exceedingly sheer and steep. And it would basically, you would be the equivalent of rock climbing.
Oh, okay.
You notice that the plateau that you're on, this ridge, goes both directions for quite a ways. There's like some shrub bush and stuff up top. The canopy of the trees begins about 50 feet beneath you, as everywhere. Being familiar with nature, and having been out in nature a fair amount, you would estimate that you would have to pick a direction and go an area and try to find a route that would take you down that wasn't so sheer, because Reed might be okay. But other than that, you're not sure any of the rest of you
Not
probably
known for our
wouldn't end up
agility.
falling to your death. Because, you're on this really tall mountain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
All right,
gonna-
good
Nikita's
news.
really
Spider
good on
Man.
the inside of mountains, not so much on the top of them.
Yes.
No experience.
Okay.
here.
I want to do a little bit of magic here and see if this will help. So I reach into the red leather container and pull out the crystal acorn,
Okay?
and I
red
just kind
leather,
of
yellow
like
leather.
hold it up to the sun. Like I'm just trying to, I guess, kind of get a feel for the magic about it, the tune, and
Okay.
see if I get
Give me
any
an
kind of
Arcana check.
inclination.
I can help with
Arcana.
that.
Yes, you can.
Thank you. Otherwise, Gaius has to spend spells to get proficient at that and good at it. 20.
Oh no, there they are.
Don't accept that. Nope. Those aren't the right ones.
Oh no.
Pretty sure the game master rolled before me. Fuck. Yeah, no. Nothing. I can assume nothing yet. I'm
No,
gonna
we'll
take a
use
little
mine
bit
because you asked me to do it.
Thank you.
Oh, good.
Oh, shit. Computers.
He rolled a 1 and a 2.
So you don't have any knowledge of this acorn,
Mm-hmm.
but you hold it up and you look at it. And at first you just think it's a reflection of the crystal in the sunlight. But after you kind of move it around a little bit, you notice there is a distinct spark of almost, it looks almost like a small star within the crystal. And it is near the bottom on the far side of the crystal. A little bit to the right.
Okay. So I kind of line the crystal up in that general direction
Mm-hmm.
to give me like a guiding. It's like, okay, huddle up, crew. This basically is what I agreed to. It's a device to help us locate the missing girl. And when I point it in this general direction, it gets brighter. So I'm going to assume this is an indication of direction. Seeing as sheer cliff is the way we came, I'm going to hope that this general direction will be easier. I mean, it's the direction we're going to have to go anyway, so I'll just we'll check there first, and then elsewhere on the plateau if that doesn't pan out, unless anybody's got a better idea.
Eldred
works.
says,
Glad I didn't get the acorn. I would have tried to eat it.
Yeah, we would have had to wait like 3 days to get it back.
Ew.
If it came back,
Jesus.
otherwise I have to
So anyway,
do a surgery, I guess, or maybe just punch you in the stomach real good.
Ooh.
lots
Anyway.
of coffee and
Sweet.
bran muffins, says Eldred.
Yes.
More paste. Lots of fiber.
Yes.
Eldred says, not to be, I know we need to find the girl and all, but we got all this stuff. Did we want to check anything out before we go, just in case it could help us, or?
Oh, shit, yeah. That's actually a great idea. I put it away. Let's go through the junk.
I remember there was a rag doll. I want to look at that.
Okay.
I want to
It-
like roll it. I want to. Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. It looks like a little dolly with black, black strands for hair of knitting wool or whatever that is.
Yarn.
Yarn, thank you. Two little black button eyes, and it's just your typical little rag doll. It's kind of like a faded beige material. It kind of like it's not burlap, but it's like that cloth that it's soft, but it kind of looks a little bit like a soft burlap. But it's like a beige, and it's wearing a dress that looks like it was a very simple dress that looks like it was once probably red, but over the years has faded and is now like not quite salmon, but kind of like a very faded red. It's not pink. It looks kind of washed. The color's kind of washed out a little bit, and
Like old lipstick.
yeah, we'll
Could
go
I,
with that.
Could I do an Arcana check on it to see if it has any like spells on it, or if it's enchanted, or anything like that?
Well, Gaius, when he did his detect magic, was able to determine that it is magical. The type of magic eluded him, though.
Could I roll an Arcana check to see if I could detect the type of magic?
Sure.
Cool.
It's magical magic. It's the magiciest of magics.
Kind of smelly smell that smells smelly. Wow.
Anchovies.
You realize that for the first time when it comes to magic stuff, you're agreeing with Reed. This is obviously the magic-iest of magics.
I hug the doll in embarrassment.
Oh, dear. All right.
I'm keeping this.
It is incredibly comforting to you, especially being that Butt Trumpet has never had a toy in their life. They basically have had their childhood robbed from them, so...
Reed just sort of slides
Very
into
much
frame
like-
behind Butt Trumpet. Ooh, was I right?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly like that. This big inhale. Yes.
Butt Trumpet, how about I give you a hand with that? And Guys pulls out a little bit of fox fur and just kind of here, just take a hold of this real quick.
Okay.
And you now have the cunning of one said fox. And you now have advantage on all your intelligence checks for the next hour. As I take the fox fur back. Are you, by the way, you're proficient in Arcana, right? Okay, but just making sure, because I could have fixed that problem.
Just checking.
Yeah, checking.
Otherwise, that'd be embarrassing.
Well, even
Could I try? Could I try again with advantage?
You certainly can.
And I would highly recommend they be the one checking the rest of the crap.
That makes sense. Duh.
Okay. I mean, hell, do we want to just do an overall
Do it all.
Arcana check over everything?
That's...
Is that okay, GM?
You can, but it's not going to act like an identify if that's what you're thinking.
How do we do that?
You cast identify,
Well, balls.
and I believe it requires here's the deal. The way I do identify is like this. 5e guidelines state that you need to have 100 gold piece pearl that is not consumed when you cast the spell. I changed that to a 50 gold piece pearl or gem of 50 gold pieces, but it is consumed when you use the spell. And it doesn't guarantee that it's going to tell you everything, just like the regular identify spell.
Well, I don't have that, but I do have an hour, and I rolled an 18 on this first Arcana check.
And
So what's up with this doll?
it is a very strong enchantment. But it's a strange enchantment. You are not familiar with what this is. You've heard of stories of dolls with enchantments on them. You've heard stories of dolls that were magical, both good and bad. You've heard stories of dolls that were kind of guardians and protectors, but then you've heard of dolls that were actually used to hold a soul of somebody, or that were, possessed, things like that. So you've heard all sorts of stories about enchanted dolls. What you can tell is that the enchantment on this is rather strange. You've never encountered an enchantment like this before. So it's probably just going to take some playing around with it to see if it does anything special.
This is going to take some tea parties to identify properly. Very serious tea parties.
That is
Definitely
your-
not for my own enjoyment.
that is
Gotcha.
her-
Okay, I'm not a sorcerer, so I guess I'm just going to
But
have
it's
to
very
bow to your
technical.
expertise. Okay?
Yep. Ancient arcane ways.
Can I
Alright,
join these
what
tea
next?
parties?
Okay, you can bring the bacon.
Yes.
Do we want me to, since I've got this for an hour, I can do this on specific items, maybe? Do we want to try that? If there's anything in particular we want to look at?
Yeah. Please, somebody reference my notes were lost when my hard drive died, so I'm kind of
Yeah,
trying
I
to
got the
rebuild them
list.
still.
Me and my lists. 2 leather sacks. 5, can't even read my own handwriting, something in bottles. 7 boxes down to 6 now. A nest with 3 black eggs. Old leather bag. A withered hand. The jack-o'-lantern. A stub of charcoal. The rag doll. And a human skull with putrid green sludge.
Okay, my money is we either check out the hand or the skull next.
Sounds good?
Sure. And a partridge in a pear tree.
Hand. Do the hand.
Hand?
Hand.
Alright.
In a hand.
Hand.
All right.
Partridge in a hand. Got it.
Hand tree.
A little more
Oh
useful.
god, that sounds bad.
Oh yeah.
13?
Okay, do you get any... Oh, you got your pluses on there already. Okay.
Yep.
You have heard of this item.
Oh.
This,
Uh-oh.
you are pretty
Yeah.
sure it's a hand of glory.
Oh shit!
What is this?
Now, just in case the folks listening at home aren't familiar,
Yes.
GM, this is your
A hand
cue. We'll just pretend I'm saying this for everybody.
Hands of glory are ancient magical items created. The hand is the left hand of a criminal that was put to death. And usually people dealing with very dark arts can take that hand and enchant them to do a number of different things. With your arcana, that's kind of what you know.
Hand of Glory. Why does that sound so familiar? Is that... Bud Trumpet, is there like a place to light the fingers?
You do see at the ends of the fingers, it looks like human hair has been twisted and braided to form a little wick coming out of the top, like between the finger and the nail of each finger.
Eee.
That's
Oh,
creepy.
I read a story. It was a story of I think it was like a thief. He had something like this. No, obviously. If I remember the story correctly, it's if you light said hand, it will generate light, but only for the holder. So it will keep everything dark. We're going to have to experiment with that later, but that's not necessarily useful, just not for here, if my speculation's right. We can do
Take it
more
around.
research later.
I'll say this. The other thing you know is this. The Hand of Glory, different effects depend on how many fingers you light. And also, this is not a finite item. This is not... You can use up this item. It will have so many... Like, to use magical terms, it would have so many charges.
Got
It will
it.
burn away over time.
And once,
Like a
once
candle.
they're used up, it's gone.
Okay. Skull time?
Skull time. Human skull with putrid green sludge.
Woo! 21 on the sludge skull.
Nice.
You have no idea, and you've never heard of what this could possibly be. So you are guessing that this is specifically some sort of magic that Bile Jane created.
Ooh.
You would imagine that because, you have the skull upside down, and the inside of the skull is filled with this kind of
That's right.
greenish, brown, sludgy putty.
Yeah.
Sludge is probably the best way to put it. But you would imagine that probably is used for something.
Ooh,
Like
this
a baby cauldron.
this was like her own little thing here. This isn't anything I've ever seen. Yuck. Like something's going on with this, but it's just right now it's just gross.
Eldred says, when we get back to town or somewhere where we can get some gems, I can spend a good amount of time identifying things if that helps.
That'll be
For
good.
it. Oh, for that.
Do we want to open up any of the sacks, bottles, or boxes? Or should we cast stuff on it first before opening?
I mean, I'll get detect magic going just to make sure it's not going to blow up in your face before you open it.
It's a glitter
Just
bomb.
make sure it's... Yeah, well, only true monsters
But we-
use those.
But we can hold on to that until Eldred can identify, or do you want to do that now?
I kind of want to know a little bit if we're trekking around something extremely dangerous.
Probably a good idea, duh.
That's just my pitch.
Yeah, so
So,
detect on the boxes or the bags / sacks.
or, yeah, or bottles. What the hell did I try to
Yeah.
write there?
I guess there's less bags, right?
Yeah, 3 leather sacks, 6 boxes, 1 old leather bag.
Yeah, let's try the bags. There's less of them first to get those knocked out.
Okay, you open up the first one, and it has 3, what look like 3 dried beans in it.
Please tell me we've got magic beans.
Are these magic beans that I'm detecting right now?
They're magical.
Well,
Magic beans!
yeah, pretty much.
Do I even want to do a check on those, or do we want to move on to the next thing?
Is there any? Am I getting any like school magical from or anything, Paul? Not like.
Not really. A
exploding
lot of
kind
this,
magic.
a lot of this seems to be magic that probably is not of any, technical school. This tends to be kind of folk magic, or
Or like components to magic kind of thing going on here.
No, if they were components, they wouldn't necessarily show up as magical.
Gotcha.
But you get the feeling like this might be some sort of witch magic, or some sort of hedge magic, or ancient whatever Bile Jane was, her type of magic.
Gotcha. All right, we'll just mark down
Okay.
this sack. 3 magic beans. Read, don't eat. Make sure you put that on the side of the sack.
I can hold them if you want.
No, I'm not going to give you. God knows what will be growing in you if you eat those.
Or coming out of you?
Yeah,
Ooh, I
Little
can
of
get
both.
treed.
yeah, from
Beans,
the
beans, the
inside.
magical fruit.
Yeah, we don't need to be tooting.
Next item.
Next box?
Okay, the
Next
next
up.
bag you open up, there appear to be a number of dried mushrooms in it.
Oh dear.
Mushrooms!
I can hold that one too.
Don't want to eat those. You will either be dead or tripping balls.
Nah.
Neither we need at the moment.
I hope the next one's got bacon. Ooh, she did have a sack of endless bacon. She said that. I wonder if
I don't think that was real.
Or it'd be like
She might have
people
created
or
it
something.
for you.
well, I didn't accept it. I held strong.
That's
But,
true. That's true.
We're very proud.
Thank you.
Next.
And the last bag is a large, old-looking, beat-up leather. Almost looks like a messenger bag. But
There's a bag in a bag? There's a bag in a bag?
no, this is the third bag. It's like a
Okay, you're describing the bag.
yeah. The other bags were
Okay,
like little
sorry.
sacks. This is almost like
Yeah.
a messenger bag.
Okay,
But,
okay.
got it.
but the leather looks incredibly old, incredibly weathered.
Weather leather.
So much so that you can't even tell what kind of leather it is.
I don't know whether this
Nothing
weathered
inside
leather.
of it. Nope. I only asked what was inside, and Butt Trumpet was going on quite the journey.
It was an attempt at a rhyme scheme.
Didn't work out. Anyway,
I know, I'm sorry.
what's in the bag? What's in the bag?
What's in the bag?
You look in the bag and it appears there's a single gold piece in there.
Ooh, I can hold that one too.
Don't.
Don't.
I want to check that.
Yeah.
I want to check that.
You want to check a gold piece?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
Looks good here.
I guess a 10 probably doesn't tell me much.
It's a gold piece, but it looks old.
Nothing on
Does
it?
it have pictures on it?
No enchantment or anything.
Nope. The bag appears enchanted, but the gold piece does not.
The bag, you said?
Enchanted how? I
You're
attempted
not
to put
sure.
reading there.
Want me to check? Want me to check the bag?
Yeah, check the bag. That's why I got you the magics. Bucket? No, it's a bag.
Okay. What is up with this bag? It's a nice bag.
I want to know if there's any kind of cool creatures stamped on this gold coin, too.
Hey,
Or-
is that gold coin match one of those you got there, buddy?
That's what I'm wondering.
And are you short one?
Ooh, I didn't even think of that. I'm checking my pockets.
What has it got in its filthy little pockets?
I got dragon gold in there.
Oh boy.
We'll come back to the bag. I'm trying to find what I was looking for.
Whatever it is, if it's a magic bag, don't put it inside a different magic bag. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
We'll lose the magic bag. Got it.
Yeah, that's part of the problem.
There could be more problem.
Oh, yeah.
The bag appears, from what you know of bags like this, they appear to be, there's some sort of difference between how big the bag looks on the outside compared to whatever's going on the inside.
Ooh.
Okay. So this is a messenger size bag, right? Well,
Like a purse
Like,
kind of bag, you
Yeah.
know.
gotcha.
But
I
it's the
open it up
style of a
and-
messenger style bag.
Gotcha. I open it up and I take my shield, which is obviously much larger than it, and try to put it inside.
It fits.
Aha!
Oh, this looks good.
Magic
Did
bag
you
of
just
holding
eat your
crap.
shield? You
Nope,
ate
I
your
pull my
shield.
shield out. Does it come
Holy
out?
Okay.
crap.
Yep.
Very
So-
nice. So we could keep extra armor and weapons in here, duh?
Oh, they just store all the junk in here.
All the
Can I
junk.
hide in
What
there?
you gonna do with all that junk?
I wouldn't recommend storing people in here for an extended period of time.
Ugh.
I just like,
Listen,
oh.
Listen, I'm just telling you a story I heard from a bard one time. Air's a problem, I think.
Did they eat the beans first and then get in the bag? Got it.
Whatever makes you not stay in the bag for an extended period of time. Yes. Next item on the list before the magic runs out.
You can do jars.
Okay.
Let's do some jars.
Jars and bottles.
Jars, some of the jars have,
Teeth.
they're like covered with parchment and then sealed with wax. Some of them are covered in leather and then bound with twine.
But by the way, where did the gold coin go?
Still in the bag. Unless someone took it out.
Did we get
didn't.
a look at it? Did it have any
Yeah, it's just-
creatures or anything on it?
It was just regular old coin. It didn't have anything on it or anything.
Would that
It doesn't look like
Nikita
my
have
dragon
any
gold.
kind of
Give me a history check there, Nikita, because you probably would. Nikita, from the way it's hammered and everything, it like they haven't made coins like this in ages. This is really old, this coin. There may have once been something on it, though you kind of doubt it, but this thing's just been weathered almost smooth. But you can see that unlike modern coins, which seem a little bit more they look very similar, this is very imperfect and just looks very old.
And I would place it back into our bag of holding crap.
Our messenger bag of holding.
Since it came from the shit shack, can we call it the shit sack?
No.
That's a
I'm just putting a
veto.
kibosh. I'm just putting put a kibosh on any defecation related names to items in or around this party. Or you guys gotta find a new healer. I don't know what to tell you.
Guys, my name is Butt Trumpet. We can only hope for so much.
Listen, I've come to accept you're a part of the party. There's nothing defecation related to you. It's your
It's
given
just
name,
a funny sound.
I assume.
As far as I'm aware, it's a family name.
See, I'm not judging that.
You come from a long line of trumpets.
Yes, the old trumpet
Bodyguard
clan.
trumpets? Yes.
I'd love for there to be a special of Butt Trumpet finding their family a la Tigger in the 100-Acre Wood.
Back to the jars and bottles?
Yep.
Right, so they're covered in parchment and leather and things, so we can't see what's inside them?
You would have to open them up.
I don't know if we... That's what makes me nervous,
Yes.
because we could be unleashing some shit.
Yeah.
And then put
Anyway,
them off to the side for now.
Mm,
All
We'll
right.
wrap them in cloth so they don't bounce around, and
yeah.
store them in the magic bag.
No red flags.
Jars. So we still have 6 boxes and a nest with 3 black eggs and a stub of charcoal.
Do we want to check out the eggs, maybe?
That sounds good.
Any particular
Sure.
brand of, like, magical bird or something?
Oh man, I hope they're phoenixes.
If we can hatch it, we should cook them.
Okay, well, I can't tell about the eggs.
You have no
Yeah.
idea. You've never heard of anything
some
even
eggs.
remotely like this Butt Trumpet. Once again, this must be some of Bile Jane's strange magic that you've never dealt with.
Damn it. Must have been breeding her own type of bird. Weird Darwin type
Oh,
shit.
like the one that flew away.
The
Oh
crow?
my gosh.
Yeah.
Is this what
Did
crow
we
eggs
take
look like?
it babies?
I don't think crow eggs are supposed to look like that.
I don't,
don't
fucking
think they're
know.
black.
I'm just...
Or are you talking about
I'm
something
almost
else?
certain.
Something else flying? The Uniman with white hair?
The werebird or whatever he is.
The Narwhal Man.
Not yes, the
No,
normal.
different. I don't think he
He's
lays
a
eggs.
real Narwhal Man.
I would just like to suggest if the big flapping crow thing comes back, we fucking hand it these eggs just in case.
Okay.
It would be so sad if they weren't its eggs and it just, like, knocks them to the ground and kills them.
Or eats them.
Well, better it than us.
Yeah, you right.
Boxes and a stub of charcoal.
We started
Okay.
going through the boxes, okay.
Well, the one
I
was the one that was
thought-
supposed to be for me. No, we
Yeah.
started with the sacks. I think that's
Yeah.
what it was.
Oh, I thought the beans were in a box. I couldn't remember.
No, a small sack.
I'm, oopsie. Derby goblet.
No more narwhal men for you.
Everybody's got a thing. What?
Oh yeah. By the way, guys, the Baba sounds like they're taken. You can't,
Yes. My heart will, I'm sure, recover.
Eldred says, "What do you mean?"
I don't know what they're talking about.
The guy that told us to get out of the
She
house.
was coming on a little strong.
He said the Baba was his mistress. So.
But he also referred to her as his master.
Master. Yeah.
Oh.
Master,
implying- Boss related thing.
So there's still
Wouldn't
a
be beyond
chance.
her to be inappropriate with her employees,
Oh.
though.
Delightful. Yeah, I don't think she.
Yeah, don't shit sack where you eat.
If you got married, you'd have to retire to the shit shack.
The shit shack is a little place where
That walks among the trees.
Exactly.
Yeah, guys
Shit
is
shack,
just drinking wine
baby.
now.
shit shack
Consuming
Bubba.
Hmm.
That's where it's at.
I got me a hut. It's about 20, so get on.
Oh,
And bring your
hold on.
dragon money.
Oh,
And
no.
boom. Guys cast silence on the party.
It fails.
No, it doesn't.
Sorry.
Did Eldred counterspell it?
I cast it again.
Guys,
I don't see
get
shit.
It's gonna glare.
There it
19,
is.
there we go.
19. Oh.
I mean, if you counterspell it's countered. The spell magic is the one that needs checks. So you've countered my silence. But you can't counter as he pulls out a candle and gets little bits of wax and stuffs it in his ears.
That you can do. But you can't counter the other people's fun there, guys.
Do
Mm.
you hear the goblet singing the song of Vile Jane?
All right, so boxes. We have 6 boxes.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna shut up now, or Gaius might not give me any more wine.
Oh, yeah,
Could be
right.
food in the boxes or loot, more gold coins. I do like my gold.
Yeah, let's peek in the boxes.
I'm
I
right there
wouldn't
with
trust
you,
any
Nikita.
food we get from that place.
Okay,
This is
so
true.
the first box is kind of long, and narrow, made of what looks like very old wood. You open it up, and it's filled with dried hay, like dried leaves and such. And inside are 3 pebbles. But what makes them look interesting is they all look to be wet.
Ooh,
Mm,
So wet rocks.
ew.
Yep.
wet rocks.
Huh.
Wet
Can
with
I
what?
touch one, or would that be a bad idea? Okay, I touch one.
Yep.
Oh,
wet.
I was gonna just stop, but alright.
Feels a little cold, feels a little wet.
Gaius has a notebook out and is looking to see if it's starting to eat Nikita or not. No? Okay.
You pull your hand back,
Nope.
the tip of your finger's moist.
It's just
Are
a
the
wet
rocks-
rock.
How
I
do
don't
you,
get it.
Nikita, how are you feeling now? Are you feeling nauseous, deathy, maybe hungry, uncontrollable rage,
How am I feeling?
sleepy?
It's like dopey.
Uh,
Wait, you said that.
No, didn't say that.
Okay.
Wasn't actually going to use that one.
All right.
Do you feel smarter?
Oh. Do I feel smarter? Do I feel
Oh.
anything? Just wet thinking?
Give me a perception check.
So
Oh,
say,
shit.
does your finger feel damp?
Yeah.
If you got smarter, I'm gonna touch it next.
Oh, yeah. For
Okay, I want to
once.
confirm that didn't do shit.
You are there trying to figure out if you're smarter or not, and you're going like this.
Trying real hard.
I don't.
Man, you have no idea.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey,
No.
good to know.
Damn
Oh, hey.
finger.
Butt Trump, the one that's got the magics.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To ascertain instead of us just randomly touching shit and see if it does something.
But it's so much
What
fun.
color?
I mean, I didn't want to spoil the fun.
What color are the rocks?
Well, they all look kind of dark because they're wet.
Do they kind of
That's
look
me.
like puppy noses? 'Cause-
Very smooth
What?
puppy noses, yes.
Mm.
It's an unsettling picture in my head.
I mean, they did
The
come
box
from
of
the
puppy
bubbles.
noses. Yeah.
They are, in fact, not pebbles, Reed has discovered.
They are puppy noses.
Butt Trumpet,
Ooh,
what
that
were
is
you rolling
dark
for?
Ugh.
It was the Arcana checks to see if I've seen any kind of magic like this, or if there's anything particularly up with the rocks.
No idea, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah, you are determining with that is probably another one of Bile Jane's particular
Oh,
types of
wow.
magic.
Jeez, she's had her own brand of shit.
Seriously.
Copyrighted.
I kind of got the impression she was like uber powerful.
I mean, yeah, just like, wow. I figured some things would be more recognizable. Well,
Well, when we get back to somewhere safe, we can experiment.
yeah, that'll go
We'll
well.
try. Oh yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Reed is usually fine with payment in bacon for every test.
We're gonna
I'll do
need
that.
another read.
Oh no, it's fine. We can bring him back from the dead.
Zombie
Wait, what?
read.
Oh no, I could.
Oh
But
crap!
that-
Our zombie horses.
A horse, zombie horse. I'm sure it's fine. Or on a killing rampage. I'm not really
Somewhere
sure.
in the middle of the woods, you hear.
Did you actually cast it or not yet? I thought
Oh,
it wasn't
yeah.
yet.
Yeah, he allowed me to. Hey, Paul, can
Oh,
I
he's-
retcon it that I say follow? At some point, it'll just catch up.
Sure, but the house then went up the side of a mountain.
I'm just kind of hoping this is a problem that fixes itself, where it tries to climb up and just falls to its doom.
Jesus.
You can't kill it. It's already been
Poor
dead.
Betsy.
It can die again. It definitely can die again. It is just a zombie. I've killed plenty of zombies and skeletons. Remember, you were there, Reed.
Yes. But did they die?
One of those
again,
things
or-
nobody believes. Yeah, they die again. I mean, technically, they weren't really alive. It was unlife. I don't know what the qualifiers. They were animate. How about that? They were animate, and then I unanimated them with my hammer.
That's a little deep for me. I don't know.
Deep. It's just different words.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's deep for me.
Box number
Next.
2.
the episode where we just itemize shit.
Box number 2.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
After being half
do.
snapped.
It's something we do have to do.
Box number 2 is a small little wooden box. It doesn't look like the other box. This one actually looks really nice. It's got like the hinges look to be gold. It's got the corners have little protective gold filament on them, and the wood actually has been etched with a bunch of different designs, and it's painted white.
Fancy.
Do we recognize
I
Do
just
we
said
recognize the
fancy.
designs?
I just said fancy. Someone else go.
Nikita, give me a history check.
If you take whatever's in the box, I clean the box.
Fancy.
You
Yeah.
you aren't 100% sure, but you think that it's definitely not dwarven, but you are
Yeah.
500% sure that yep, guys is right. Fancy.
Fancy.
I can take a look.
Are you looking at the box or the inside?
Either one's not going to render much. Not going to render much of a
Okay,
result.
we'll start with the box. The box, it looks well crafted and old. Other than that, you're not 100% sure. You would guess that this probably belonged to someone of the upper class.
Remember, Vile Jane said that a lot of people in town would come to her.
Might have
Just
traded
think
this in,
that's-
da.
Food for thought.
So I
I
don't
don't
get
really
to
think
keep the
much is
box.
going on with it.
Yeah, we'll see. If nobody claims it.
Okay.
If we don't say anything, then no one can claim it.
Ooh, I like that thinking.
Yeah,
I was
There's
just saying
our-
that's good thinking.
That's really good thinking.
Right? Shall we open it?
sure.
Yeah?
I stand in the way of the poison dart that'll fire out. And also prepare to heal that poison dart.
If you didn't spend all your spell slots on silences.
Oh, I got more spell slots, baby. Don't you worry.
What's in the box?
Guys, this is magic as hell. I can keep
Alright,
you guys
what's in the
quiet
box?
like half the day.
Come on, what's in the box?
Someone opening it or not?
Yeah, we were opening the box.
Yeah.
Who is?
I thought Nikita was.
I thought Nikita was.
Okay, fine. I will.
Okay.
Nose goes.
It just wasn't me.
Yeah.
And I'm also standing a safe distance away.
We handed to Eldred.
Nikita, give me a
Have the pumpkin open it.
Nikita, give me a intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh, come on, man.
Ah, yes, this is a box from the Castle Anthrax. Oh, that's a win, brother.
You
Sadly, you needed an 18.
Of course I did.
Shucks.
you open up the box, and once again, there's a weird kind of shimmer to the air that seems to expand out as you open the box, and then kind of engulfs your face, and for a moment you can't remember why you're there, you can't remember what you're doing, you can't even remember why you're holding whatever this is, but then you shake your head a little bit and things gradually come back and your head clears, and there in the box on white velvet is a gold coin that, unlike the other one, you just can tell without even rolling has a high degree of craftsmanship in it. There's a lot of fancy design around the border, even on the edge, and the shaping is perfect.
Do you want me
And
to do an Arcana check on that one? Sorry.
there's a face on either side of the coin.
Uh-oh.
On one side is a great big smiling, almost disturbing looking happy faced individual, and on the other side is the face of a woman that looks like she's been crying and is very sad.
Wow, well, that sucked.
You don't know what this is, but Trumpet, you've never even heard of anything like this before.
Hey, Eldred, have you ever seen anything like this before?
Is it
The one
the
or
1 or
the
the 13?
It's a 1.
Balls.
Eldred goes, I think it's a coin.
And he's supposed to be the
Get some
smart
Yeah.
vegetation in your Get some
I
vegetation in
mean,
your orifices. You
statistically, I
don't
think
know
it's
anything.
supposed to be.
How did I roll the higher int score than you two?
Obviously,
You
some
know
powerful
gold?
magic is at hand, says Eldred.
That's That's some straight dwarf knowledge there.
Yeah, that's true. Straight dwarf knowledge.
You want me to
Do you
put that
think I
with my
should
dragon
touch
gold?
it or just
Gold.
we'll leave it till later?
Reed said
I can put it
something.
with, I can put it with my dragon gold if you guys want.
Should we touch it though, or wait
No.
till later?
No.
I'm gonna say
All right,
no.
close it back up. Go on to the next one.
Okay.
Yeah, how many more of these do you think I got in me, Gaius? How long have we been at it?
It's an hour, so that's more of our dungeon master. How long is this taking?
We're going fine. It's taking a little bit of time, but I mean, from being on top of the mountain, it looks like it was kind of early morning when you made it to the top of the mountain, like mid-morning.
Okay.
So you're
I say
fine.
if it gets to noon, well, it's only going to be an hour, so yeah. Once this hour's
Yeah.
up, no matter what, we get to moving. That way, we don't get stuck
Sounds
up in the
good.
mountains when night falls.
And just a reminder, it is cold up here. Okay, so the next one
Can we
is
light the
again.
fire
It.
while we're doing this? Sorry.
Go ahead, Nikita. What?
Can we light a fire while we're doing this? Just
Sure,
Some
you have to
random
go.
rock
You have to
shrub?
find a way down a little bit to get to some wood, because you're even above the
okay.
tree line. There is some
Okay.
scrub stuff up here, and you could probably make a small fire, but you also don't
Would it
know.
help
Being
if-
on top of the mountain, it would definitely. It might alert someone to you. You don't know.
they would
Just
have to
huddle
have
close
very-
together
Yeah,
for
it's-
warmth.
yeah.
Puddle, puddle.
Group snuggle.
Okay, this next box once again is a small box, but unlike the last one you opened, this one's very rustic and very kind of hand carved, but not necessarily well. And the hinges are actually just little bits of leather that's tacked to the different parts of the box.
We should put that coin in this box, and I get the other box.
We can distribute that later. I don't think that's that important right now.
Wee bit of dragon sickness.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Nothing. What? Who?
What? What?
Where?
Hmm?
How?
I thought that ran in
What?
dwarves, not halflings.
Oh, yeah, that could be anybody.
Well, you
Yeah,
think?
halflings in my experience have spent a lot more time with dragons, so it makes sense.
Right. Should we try to open it again, or what do you think?
Open the box. Open the box. Open
I volunteer.
the box.
I'll open this one.
Okay.
All right.
Oh boy.
You open it, the box is kind of not real sturdy. It does open up. And it's a bit of a letdown to you, Reed, because it looks like there's no bed or it's just in the box is a single clover.
Aw.
How many leaves?
4.
Ah.
Oh, close the box. Don't
Close the fire.
don't ruin the luck. That's luck.
Close it.
Don't mess with it.
Close it.
I close the box. What's
Put it-
going on? Why?
Well, the wind's probably just going to blow that shit away, knowing the capricious nature of the world we live in. That
They
I
just picked a
believe
weed and
is.
put it in the box.
Oh, if you don't want it, here, I'll take that. Thank you.
Wait, why do you want it? It's lucky. What
You're a
is it?
halfling. You
lucky.
don't need more luck, right?
Yeah, in fact,
You
you're
guys
just
like
born
that.
lucky. Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine
All right.
this
I
reed,
hated the
as you
guys.
called it. Imagine this plant gives the luck of a halfling. I'm assuming to just us mere mortals, or anybody but halflings. Probably
Wait, is my luck?
knowing.
Is my luck that good? I don't know.
Well,
It certainly
you have-
helps. It's not bad.
It hasn't hurt.
Anyway, we
Okay.
can experiment later. We don't
Mark,
want to use
mark
that one. up
4-leaf
for
clover
sure.
down. Yeah, I have a feeling
Yep,
that's got
mark
like a
down.
one and done kind of vibe to it.
Next box.
Box.
The next box, once again, is kind of rustic. Except instead of hinges, it's obvious that the first part kind of slides on top of the bottom part. It's similar to the box that held the wet pebbles because it's longer and narrow, except it's a lot it's not as tall, and it's wider.
Ooh, that one might have a dagger.
It
Or some kind of
might.
knife. The last one was not very exciting. Can I open this one too?
Be our
Sure.
guest.
Okay,
Be
I'll open this.
our guest.
Nikita holds up her shield and winces.
Dias is tying a shoe behind Nikita.
I opened this one up.
Okay. You open it up, and laying inside is a black feather.
It's a stupid feather.
Check of a magic.
Probably magic.
I'm gonna check on the feather.
Magic,
magic.
feather?
It's magic.
Oh.
It's magic.
The magic feather.
Magic feather.
17.
Well, golly.
Golly, it's magic feather now he's got there in that box.
Well, golly.
I bet that'll make you fly or something.
Shucks, it's just a feather.
Or talk
I
like Gomer.
think it'll make you tickle a person till they pet themselves.
Oh my god, I want one.
You just find a crow and you just pluck it.
I hand the feather to Nikita. Okay.
What was that, butt trumpet?
What with the feather? I got a 17.
I have not taken it yet. I'm still looking at butt trumpet.
Butt trumpet, you know that feathers are often used in different magical things here and there. Sometimes there's bits of them inside wands. Sometimes other places, you get the distinct feeling that this probably, though, is more of that folk magic that Bile Jane probably created. But you are familiar. Feathers can be useful in a lot of ways when it comes to magic, though.
I'd close the
Magic
box for right
picking
now
fingers.
because this is a magic feather, but it's a Bile Jane magic feather.
Ew.
So not for tickling.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
It could be for tickling in really creepy ways.
Yeah.
Now tell me
I
the
don't-
truth.
I don't understand.
Okay, Grape Stomper, squeal like a piggy for me.
Exactly.
Oh.
You got
Next
boy.
Next box.
Mm.
Yes, I agree with Bud Trumpet wholeheartedly. Next box, please.
Okay.
Who's opening this one?
This is
Eldred.
assuming the one with the magic powers.
Yeah, Eldred opened this one.
Eldred says, what?
Guys, and
That's
I
a
moved
pumpkin
behind
out
Eldred.
You got this, buddy. I believe in you.
Yep, we got your back.
I can open it again, Eldred, if you want.
I will certainly
Hands it
catch
to
your
Reed,
bo-
says, be my guest.
certainly catch your body as it's flung.
What's this box look like?
Okay, this one is highly polished black wood. The edges are rounded. It's small also, but it's got gold hinges. The wood has a patina that gives you the feeling that it's very old, and the
Okay.
hinges look very old as well. But it's a very well crafted box.
Not locked, I take it.
No.
I kind of hold it away from my face a little bit and open it.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Well,
I cheek inside.
You expected the inside of the box to have like a velvet cushion or something like that. But it's like obviously shredded straw or something like that. And in it is a round stone or pebble or marble that's kind of weird looking. It looks like it might be a pearl, but it also has kind of like a marbleness to it, like the stone marble. But
I was about to ask, does it look like Nikita's marble?
no, this one is all. It looks like inside a clear glass bead, white bead surrounded, like it looks almost like white string or maybe white silk.
I'm gonna check it.
As Butt Trumpet goes to check it, I just kind of pluck it right out of the box and hold it out in front of them. Check it out.
And that's a 19. We're on the run from the law, apparently.
You get the feeling this is another of Bile Jane's doings. The outside, you're not sure what that's. It's not glass. It's something clear, but it's not glass. It has the tiniest little bit of give.
Hmm.
That's disturbing.
Ooh.
It's like spongy crystal.
Yeah, but not too spongy. It
shouldn't
just
be.
has a little bit of give. And it seems too small to be some of the stuff that you originally thought it might be, Butt Trumpet, that, Alistair had mentioned to you. You're not sure what it is, but it's strange. You know it's strange.
So, can I keep it?
Maybe. It's we keep it, bud. We keep it for now.
Yeah, I'd say we be careful with it.
I mean, we
It's a
determined what it
Bile
does.
Jane thing. We want
Yeah.
to double check before we distribute to anyone.
Okay.
Here,
You
you
don't,
have
wanna
this
make, you
unknown
don't want it
truth.
to say, hey, that could be a beacon for naked guys to come and touch your head again. We don't know.
Ooh. I put
That's
it back
Gotta
in
make
the
sure
box.
it's not one of those.
I put
Yeah,
it right back in
Gotta
the
be
box.
careful. yeah. You gotta be careful, man. You just don't know what
Yeah.
magic does.
Eldred
a lot of
says,
it's
so you
cool.
think it's a bald bacon beacon?
Wait, what? It's a bacon beacon?
He
No.
said bald bacon beacon.
Close.
Nope. No, that's not at all what I said.
No.
Potato
Negative.
potato is kind of close.
No, I said
Not
an
really.
old naked man beacon. Not a,
Oh. So,
Read,
naked bacon beacon.
no, not a naked bacon beacon.
Box
Okay.
number
Read her-
6.
Reed turns around with the box, and I quickly open it again, and I pluck the thing out, and real quick, I just tap it against the thing and gem on my forehead.
Oh, dear God. All right, let's all take our headphones off and Paul.
Yeah.
No, come on. Or
And when we
no,
come back
really?
on, Reed is dead.
And the bead drops to the ground.
Reed, give me an intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
Ah, I knew something was going to happen. But you know what? You earned this one, bud. You earned it.
I got a 10. That's pretty good for him.
Yeah, actually.
That is average.
That is
Literally,
actually the best thing you could have rolled because that is exactly middle of the road. And there were two possibilities, both extreme situations. So you're fine.
Oh. He was trying to kill you, and you got middle of the road.
I got middle of the road. I turn around and look at everybody. I just go, and I throw it back in the box. Okay.
Okay. You throw
He just
like
snatched-
when you say you throw it in the box,
I drop it in, and
like from what height?
Like,
just a couple inches.
Okay.
you're like, alley oop.
God.
Yeah.
Roll me a
Slam
20
dunk.
sider,
Okay.
please.
It's time for Reed to stop opening boxes.
At least stop touching the shit inside before Butt Trumpet has a chance to take a look at it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. It goes in there and you're fine.
Okay.
Oh man, I kind of
I
want to know.
see everybody looking all nervous. What?
Yeah. Nikita snatches the box and gently places it into the bag of holding crap.
The not a shit sack.
Yes.
Eldred says, I don't think it's a good idea to put any of the magic stuff in that bag. Because especially when we don't know what it does.
Okay, I will reach back in and pull it out.
Okay.
But Reed does not hold that box in particular.
Nope. I put it with my marble, next to my marble.
I already tried to make it do stuff. It didn't do anything.
The last box is the biggest box of all.
Despite your best efforts.
Whoop! Biggest box of all.
Biggest one.
It's about this long, about this wide, and
Red
about
loaf
that
fish.
deep.
That's a weapon. That's a weapon.
It's definitely a loaf of bread, like a French baguette,
For bread.
or whatever
It's a very-
whatever this world's equivalent is.
It's a very stiff loaf of bread. Clang, clang.
It's a Seven Rivers baguette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of Sunny Days
An
breads.
Ankh-Mara baguette.
All right, if nobody's
Fresh
going to
too.
open it, I'm going for it.
Nope. Eldred,
Hey,
fucking open it.
ugh, go ahead.
Eldred
No,
says
no,
he's
no.
he's the thief.
Yeah, shouldn't you be doing this
Oh,
like
wait.
dexterously or something?
I was going to say, do you think we should be trapped? Should I check them?
I mean,
Can't
it would
hurt
have been
now.
a smart idea now that I
Oh.
think about it out loud.
Eldred
Yeah.
says most of them haven't.
Wait.
Nothing's really happened to anybody.
I beg to differ. I remember
Yeah.
opening this particular doohickey and having a wanger of a headache immediately after. But that is not normal for opening boxes, in case anyone's curious.
Oh,
That's kind of what I got, too.
You guys
See?
got headaches in boxes?
Eldred looks at you and goes, "They are the two heaviest drinkers in the group, though."
I'm literally imbibing at the moment, so hair of the dog is
Yeah.
taking care of that right now.
Yeah. And I think you're with us up here, Eldred. So really,
Somebody
Okay,
has to
let's
look
go.
out for you, he says.
yeah. Butt trumpet and
I'm
Reed.
trying, but I can't drink as much as you guys can.
It's a good thing. We can't afford it.
Hey, speaking of party members, is the rabbit is Hannibal with us, or did Hannibal stay with
Yeah.
the horse?
If you had your stuff with you, the rabbit
Yeah,
would
we
be
had
with
our
you.
stuff with us. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, just making
He's
sure.
probably getting
All right.
cold, though. So.
He's fluffy. Hold him
All right,
tight.
so
I
I
don't
will.
know.
I will check the big box for traps if I can. I got a 5.
Yeah.
It seems fine.
All right,
Open her up.
I will.
Dab
open
head
the
at this stuff.
Make me
He's
an
a bad
intelligence
man at
saving
this stuff.
throw there, please, Reed.
Spell that one.
Glitter bomb.
Yeah, well, I pray it's just glitter.
Oh no!
Oh yeah!
Yeah, I'm possessed.
If I just hit you
And
with a
Reed
shovel,
is
knock you out.
dead.
You all see Reed open up the box and just kind of. He just is standing still, staring into the box.
I closed the box.
You know, there's problems. I'm speaking.
He hasn't moved. He's still staring down at the box. His
the
head
box.
is still tilted towards the box.
I closed the box.
Okay?
Poke Reed.
Woo. Oh, great.
Ah, son of a bitch. Remove curse.
Ah,
I cast remove curse.
heard it, please.
Pays to be polite.
I sure would like there to be no curse on him.
Hey, could you remove any curses from my buddy? If
Do
not,
we have a
if it's a
campaign of
condition,
pumpkins?
yep.
The pumpkin bumpkins.
Okay, I love that
Maybe a
though.
one shot for another time.
Reed isn't moving, but as you look at him, He's looking down. He's kind of frozen in place. His eyes are wide, and he's got the biggest smile you've ever seen in your life. And he's just like,
Doesn't even fit his face.
right,
Yeah, so the remove curse didn't work, huh?
no.
Really unnerving, actually. Kind of looks like Fred from
lesser
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I guess lesser restoration wouldn't. Nah, that's a condition of blinding. Cast lesser restoration on him. That would remove a condition if this is a condition and not a curse. I'm assuming he didn't get a disease, but it could also remove that if he somehow got a disease from looking at something.
Go to the doctor. Do you smoke? Do you drink? Have you opened any weird magical boxes lately?
Of course.
Well, I
all
might
three
want to
of
get you
those.
tested.
It's like I'm an American and I order from Amazon. Of course, I've done all three of those things.
Glasses are off. This is serious.
And if it's not this, then I gotta try to spell magic again,
Yeah.
or hit him in the head with a shovel and see if that kind of startles.
What, kill him and then just res him?
Yeah. I fixed you, bud.
That's like the
had to beat
tech
you to
support
death.
solution.
Yeah, he still kind
A
of
hard
just has
restart.
that weird look on his face with the smile going practically ear to ear and the eyes like bulbous and wide.
Okay, I cast the spell magic on Reed, targeting the condition or whatever has affected him.
Okay,
If it's
Reed,
this
give
is
me
assuming it's
a-
spell doing it.
give me a intelligence saving throw, and I'll let you know. Just don't roll a 1.
Why'd you have to say that? Why'd you
Well,
have to
he's-
say that, Paul?
I didn't roll a 1. I didn't roll a 1. 9.
But he has a
just kind of
-1 to his stuff.
falls over when he hits the floor. You hear, oh. Reed, take 4 points of damage from to your head.
Face planting.
Ow.
You have a headache that is killing you. And the edges of your mouth really hurt, too, for some reason.
Here you go, Butt
Did I do
Trumpet.
it?
Your turn.
Did I do it?
You did. You did
You
it.
did.
You did.
did?
it.
What
Yeah,
did you see?
You did it real well.
What
What was in the box, by the way?
do I know?
No.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Everything just went white all of a sudden when you just went to open the box.
Good news, Butt Trumpet. I know how to fix it now. So, out of anybody, I should be not the person to do it.
Can I have some wine?
Of course. I can't say no to
So,
that.
All right, I will
So-
try it.
You'll open it?
Oh, I was really hoping the person that had an advantage on their intelligence checks and saving throws.
Yeah.
You open it and it's
But sure.
fine.
Oh, one
Trap has
and
been
done.
used out.
And then you look inside and you're not so fine.
I see.
It looks like the arm of a small child or person. From just below the
Human,
elbow
human.
down. Bones have been kind of fused together so they come to kind of a point. But it's not sharp it's kind of flattened out and the edges have been filed down.
Yeah, it kind of looks a little wandish. Maybe rodish. Hey, Butt Trumpet. Why don't
Yeah.
you give this an old Arcana gander here?
Cool. I'll try not to throw up.
Mm.
Hey, just imagine it's just a really small old person's bones.
That's not better.
I mean, we were in sewers
Mhm.
covered in filth. Bones are not bad.
We literally just got out of the shit shack.
They just built the Shake Shack near me, and now I don't want to go there.
Insight
But
there.
they have those concrete ice cream things.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat it. Not going there anymore.
What's the 13 tell me about the baby arm?
We only have chocolate, sorry.
Uh,
I'm only being vanilla from now on. Stop ruining things for me.
So, this severed baby arm.
Thank you. Please, let's get on topic here.
Weaponized baby
Let's
arm.
not be gross.
Yeah,
Weaponized.
let's not be weird, all right?
Let's not be gross. Now, about the baby arm.
No, about the huge skeleton of maybe a baby. And it was a child, larger than not a baby. We did determine that, right? It was baby size. It was child or small adult.
child or person.
Yeah, the baby
small
would just
child.
be terrible. This is a child. It's different.
It could be a halfling. Could be a halfling arm. We killed a lot of them.
What does the 13
You're
tell me about the
childlike.
arm?
Okay.
Please tell me about the arm.
Definitely a baby's arm.
It's been enchanted,
Mhm.
and there's a couple things this could be. It could be a weapon of some form. It could be some sort of magical
Device.
device. It could be something else entirely. It's a little disturbing,
Yeah.
but the magic is strong with this.
The force is strong with this one. Sorry, I spaced out for a sec. What happened?
You got it.
Ew, gross.
This also looks like maybe not necessarily Bile Jane's doing, but someone with the same temperament, but maybe more powerful.
Ew. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Nope. Nope. Yeah, let's just close this. I don't want to look at it anymore. Yep. There's some magic bullshit about up in there.
So with the tech magic going, Paul, is it still more of that like folksy kind of
Yeah.
or
Yeah, but this
non-standard
one's-
magic?
Yeah, but this one's darker.
Some dark magic. Good to know.
It's like the porter of
So
magic.
is this for clarification? Is this like wand or rod size? Like, is it or what's the length we're going for here? It's yeah, okay. So wand, we'll call that wand. It's built like a wand. All right, a child's wand arm. Good, great, grand. Can't wait to see what this one does. I'm sure
Why?
we're gonna have just good magic with that one. Just the darkest of arts.
So
Just
that
think, next
leaves
battle.
I wonder if I'm going to get to animate more zombies with that.
You say next
that
battle,
bag.
you can ride into battle on a zombie horse with your baby arm
my God.
wand.
I'm a hero.
No, say
Throw
it with
the
the Gilmore
skull with
voice. I'm a hero.
Yeah, skull with the slime in it. Just attaches to it and dissolves them.
I'm a good guy.
I swear, not evil, not evil. I swear.
I loved I'm a hero, and how you just went with that. So you have inspiration there, guys.
I was gonna say, I am inspired. Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, my undead steed. Let's go save the kids.
Yeah. Does the arm light up near children or something? I mean, yeah.
Oh, God.
By that point, mysteriously, the whole rest of the party is zombies following Gaius into battle.
I like
Help
the idea of
friends.
Gaius showing up on his zombie steed with his baby arm. We are here to save the day. We are heroes.
Show me where those bandits are so I can add them to my army.
Exactly. Good army, good zombie army.
Army of goodness.
Yep.
Oh,
Just don't whatever you do, don't knock me unconscious because bad things will happen.
Yeah.
And everyone needs to just to run. You need to run and run fast. Because I got some fast zombies here, not just the slow ones.
We got the 28 days motherfucking zombies here.
Yeah, 20 days later zombies. And your standard Romero zombies. I also got some
Yeah.
spitting
Sprint.
zombies. I don't know where those came from.
It's just the Reed
I want to
zombies.
say Resident Evil.
Reed zombie footy pajama zombies with the hair sticking up all over the place.
It's just so sad thinking. I would make sure they have their sentience. They'd be aware.
Oh, jeez.
That might be a punishment. Yeah.
Human bacon.
No.
God.
No, I have to. When that happened, I got to put them down.
Okay,
And
so
resurrect
you
them
also
again.
have
The
3
heartbeat set.
clay flasks. They're
Flasks.
basically like small bottles,
Mhm.
but they're made of clay as opposed to glass. Just like most of the things here are either wood or clay. Like you have a bowl and a jar and stuff that's sealed up that you didn't want to open. But these 3 clay flasks, butt trumpet, just from looking at them and everything, you're guessing that they're probably potions of some sort.
Ew.
But other than that, you have no idea.
Definitely going to need to identify that.
Yep. We're gonna be
Okay.
going to a jewelry store.
Yeah.
Ooh. We're getting jewelry?
Well, gems, pearls, and shit.
Pearls and shit.
I like gems.
Eldred's gonna look like Liberace.
Elder goes, I can live with that.
I leaned over to Nikita. Is that the name of another wizard?
I wish my
Yes.
cleric Gaius was here.
Very flashy one. Kind of like Glorious, but the wizard.
You've heard of Glorious?
Shall we-
This is fabulous.
Exactly.
Okay, so you've gone through pretty much everything that you could find anything out about today. What's the next thing you do?
I'm gonna start getting down off of that of this cold.
Yeah, it's getting
Yeah.
really nippy up here.
Do you all want to still try to head in the direction of at least where the crystal
Your
acorns
acorn?
point me for the moment, and see if
What is
at
it?
least in that general
Mhm.
direction we find.
Does that jibe with going back to Forest Grove, or is that where we eventually?
I guess yeah, Paul. Orientation wise, does that point in like the general direction of where Forest Grove is?
It actually looks like it's pointing kind of more northward. It's northeastern. It looks like it's down the mountain, but in the northerly direction, but on the eastern side of this ridge.
I mean, that's in the general direction we wanted to go anyway. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone roll me a 20-sider, please.
I'll do it.
That's
You?
good, right?
yeah, we won it low that time.
Yeah.
Please.
Would have been one. Would
Only
have only
takes
been the
2
better
hours.
way to go.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
You travel the rest of the day. It is beginning to. You are traveling. The acorn kind of leads you along the ridge. And it's slow going because it's really rocky up here. And sometimes it forces you to the edge of the ridge to a steep drop, and you have to take your time kind of going and everything.
Mhm.
And that's sometimes on either side. Sometimes it's on the side where it's just the mountain range for as far as the eye can see. Sometimes it's the other side. Sometimes it's over top of more mountains. And it's starting to get dark when you come to kind of like a crevasse where this ridge seems to just drop off, and it's a little bit before you can before the other side. There's a big gap of like 20 feet.
All right, so 20-foot gap.
And I think that's where we're going to call it a night.
No.
Okay.
Sorry, that was being dramatic. No.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us this evening. Tune in next week. Same Grognard time, same Grognard channel, same Grognard place to find out what these magic items are all about, whether or not the group finds young Veronica, and what they find along the way. And speaking of finding things along the way, in this day and age, people aren't always kind and well-meaning. What we can do is make a difference. So no matter where you are, whoever you're with, or whoever you meet, please be kind.